It's Debatable here on MLBBro.com.
It's your boy, the MLB OG, Mark Gray. That is my partner in crime, Manny Ramirez Brown. To my Baltimore Orioles, who couldn't have picked a worse time to lose their best player, as Cedric Mullins now finds himself on the 10-day injured list, and that is the best case scenario. Do you think without Mullins, the Orioles have seen their postseason hopes take a very big hit?
No, I don't think so. I don't think this is a season-long injury. I don't think this is something where he's going to be out for the remainder of the season. That's a different discussion. But I think right now, I think they can withstand an injury to Cedric Mullins. And that's with all due respect to Cedric Mullins. We all know how great of a player he is and one of the most underrated players in the sport. And he's really the engine that makes that team go. That being said, this season will be determined in success because of the Orioles starting pitching. The Orioles starting pitching has been a huge issue for that team. And it's now starting to affect that once vaunted bullpen. So I think the Orioles season will go as the rotation takes it. That's the key to the Orioles season.
In a smaller sample size, he is as important to the Orioles as Mookie Betts is to the Dodgers. The Dodgers are not the same team without Mookie Betts in the lineup. And even when he's not hitting, just to control the traffic in the outfield is so important. So I think it's a devastating blow.
Yeah, that's a blow. It's definitely a blow and a loss, but I don't think it's necessarily a blow that they can't withstand for a short period of time. Now, if you're telling me that Cedric Mullins is going to be gone till September 1st, now we have a different discussion. But I think in the short term, I think they can withstand it. They have enough offensively. I know that their bats have been a little bit inconsistent. You talked about Ryan Mountcastle. Adley Rutschman seems to be the only other guy in that lineup that's doing something consistently on a day-to-day basis. I get that. But to me, the starting rotation, man, you win divisions and you win championships with pitching. That is what is going to be the calling card for the Orioles to get to the promised land. And they've got to get that starting rotation figured out. Their bullpen, I still think they've got a dominant bullpen when rested and not overused, but they've got to get the starting rotation right. And as far as Aaron Hicks, listen, I get it. Aaron Hicks may not be the Aaron Hicks that we all once thought back maybe in 2016, 2017. Who knows what Aaron Hicks is? But listen, if you're an Orioles fan, why not take a shot? Hey, maybe they catch some lightning in the bottle. They signed this kid. Maybe for 3 weeks, he can give you something. He's not Cedric Mullins, but if he can come in, hit some home runs, play decently in the outfield, why not? They can get some lightning in the bottle. You know the time of year in the calendar, you're not going to get another bat the caliber of Cedric Mullins. You're not going to get a bat, period, this time of year. So why not take a shot with a guy like Aaron Hicks? If he's got nothing, then you cut him loose. To me, it doesn't hurt you one way or another.
No, it doesn't. It just hurts you the fact that you have to put him in the lineup. I mean, right now, that's the hurting factor right now. With all due respect, I think that Aaron Hicks ship has sailed. It's going to be. I think the Orioles are in a position right now where they're just treading water. And when you're in the East Division that has the Devil Rays or the Rays, who could be the best team in baseball, the Yankees are still the Yankees. The Blue Jays are always a sneaky good contender in the American League. And the Red Sox, sooner or later, stands to reason, they're going to figure it out. So Baltimore could go from second best record in the majors to on the outside looking in if Cedric Mullins is down for 21 days, 3 weeks, a month.
I think what's going to help them is that they're not necessarily in a situation where they're, 30-27. They got a decent, I think they're 14 games above 500 last I checked. So they're in a good spot. They've gotten off to a pretty good record. So I think that buys them some time. If they were in a situation where they were just above 500 or a little bit below 500, they're in last place, then I think you'd be in a danger zone. But to me, I think the Orioles will be fine, man.
The bottom line is Mullen is the straw that stirs the drink in Baltimore. And without him, they're going to be a totally different team. And right now, they got to hope to tread water until they get him back. Manny Ramirez Brown, Man Ram, always a pleasure, bro.
Always. Let's do it again next week.
I'm the MLB OG, Mark Gray. Thanks for hanging out. It's been debatable for this week.
MLBBro.com, covering black and brown major league.